If you could tell that your ex had a fear of commitment in your relationship, watch this video. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And before I did this, I was a dating coach for 5 years. And a dating coach has to pay a lot of attention to how to bring people in. And I use that experience to help you get your ex back. Now, if your ex had a fear of commitment, this is usually going to rear its head at certain stages in the relationship. At first, it's going to be about the label itself. Where are we going? What direction are we heading in? That question, a lot of times, can send somebody with a fear of commitment running for the hills or even asking, just to take a break. The next stage is going to be meeting friends and family for the first time. That's going to make them want to take a step back. Some people never meet their ex's friends or their partner's friends. Then there's going to be, when it's time to move in together, when it's time to get engaged, when it's time to have kids, when it's time to get married, all these little steps in the staircase of escalation of the commitment and obligation will ignite your person's fear of commitment. Now, why do they have this fear of commitment? Typically, it's for one of two reasons. Number one, they feel broken. They feel like they're not good enough. They don't feel like they can give you what you need. And they're scared that to formalize this obligation in the relationship is going to, basically, it's going to do a couple things. Number one, it's going to set them up to fail, but it's also going to set them up to lose their independence, which is what they developed in order to survive their childhood with their neglectful family. Now, the other reason people can fear commitment is in a case where they were the golden child. And for example, they only got love when they were achieving. So in their family, for example, like let's say your ex is a pro athlete or something like that, and the parents only loved them when they were winning their games. Your ex is going to feel like, or your partner is going to feel like, basically, if they focus on you too much, they're spending a lot of time on you. That's time that they could otherwise be using to achieve, and they need to achieve subconsciously because they're still seeking love from their parents. And it's sad because they're turning away love with you. Now, not everybody's going to have both of these scenarios, but typically if your partner has a fear of commitment, it's going to be one or the other, or maybe both. Now, in order to get somebody like this back, if you've been broken up with for these reasons, or if they've asked you to take a break, you need to wait it out in no contact. And after a certain amount of time, you can re-engage with them and start dating them all over again to bring them back in. And if you want my help with this process, click into my profile, click this link, and set up a call with me.